organisms, the man, plants and animals, they all need food for their survival. Now if we talk about plants, in class 7, chapter 1, nutrition in plants, we have already studied that how the plant obtain their food. Plants obtain their food by using the inorganic substances like carbon dioxide, water, etc. Right? This process is known as photosynthesis. Now on the other hand, human beings, if we talk about animals or human beings, so they are dependent on the plants to obtain their food as well as on the animals. So now man obtains his food from plants as well as animals. So what does it mean? Then we can say that man has to grow plants and rear animals to obtain its requirements of food. Now in this chapter we will study about this, that how the different practices are used to get the food which we are getting, and secondly how we are obtaining the food from the animals. Like if we talk about the plants, so the plants, many plants are grown, we know that on the large scale, because the requirement is very large, so the large quantity of plants has to be grown. For example, if I take wheat and rice, these are the food grains, the common examples which are required in the large amount. Apart from these, not only these crops, I am talking about wheat and rice. Apart from this, we are using some other things like fruits, vegetables, which are also the major part of our food. So we need to grow them also. And on the other hand, people are rearing animals to get, like cow and buffaloes, to get food like milk, and we get the number of products from the milk. And if I talk about the other animals like fish, hen, these are reared to get the meat and eggs. Now in this chapter we will study about that how the human beings or the different practices are used for obtaining the food, right? Before starting the chapter, first of all we should understand the meaning of this word, that is crop. Very common word we use. So what is crop? Crop is actually when the same kind of plants are grown on large scale in a field, then it is said to be crop. Like you might have seen that in the fields there is one kind of crop is grown. So what does it mean? There is wheat crop, paddy crop. It means that in whole field one kind of crop is grown, one kind of plants are grown, that is called crop. We are having the different kind of crops. If I talk about, let me tell you that different kind of crops. First of all, when same kind of definition for crops, same kind of plants grown on a large scale in same field. Right? Now what are these different kind of crops? First is cereal crops. Very common crops which are grown, that is we can say about wheat, paddy, etc. These are the cereal crops. Maize also you can say. These are the cereal crops. Then we have, apart from this, pulses. Because pulses are also the major requirement of our food, that is we can say gram, peas, these are our pulses, right? So cereal crops, pulses. Then we need some oil seeds also in our food, from which oils we are using at home for while cooking. So what are these? Mustard oil, we are commonly using this. Mustard, groundnut and sunflower. Right? So these are the three crops. Then vegetables also, right? You can write the name of the vegetable like cabbage, spinach, So these are also the major parts. Then the fruits, banana, grapes, etc. Right? So these are the major 5 different types of crops, like cereal crops, pulses, oilseeds, vegetables and fruits, right? Which are grown in the soil, in the fields, right? Apart from this, these are the major 5 crops which we are using in our day-to-day life, right? But the major types of crops, it's not like that all the crops are sown in at any time, like maize, mustard oil, gram, peas. So they have to be grown according to the seasons, right? They are varying from time to time. So how do they vary? On the basis of their growing pattern, like the seasons, we can divide these crops into 2 categories mainly. Major Kharif crop and Rabi crops, right? Kharif and Rabi crops. Now if I talk about Kharif crops, so Kharif crop, these can be grown in winter season. No, it can be grown in the rainy season. Why they are grown in rainy season? Because they require a lot of water, right? If I take about the example of Kharif crop, that I can say the majorly paddy. This is the crop which is grown in the rainy season. Why? Because it requires a lot of water for its growth. That's why Kharif crops are grown in the rainy season. And when does the rainy season occur in India? You know that the time period, majorly it's grown in the during this period, that is June to September. That is the season for this. June to September. In September, it will be harvested, right? On the other hand, if we talk about the Rabi crops, they are grown in winter season, right? If I take example, I can take the common example, wheat, right? And what is the time period for winter season? That is October to March, right? We know that Vaisakhi is just approaching us on 13th of April, and then the harvesting season will be started. So which crop will be harvested? That is wheat. Now we can see in the fields, the wheats are ready for harvesting, right? Because of season. Because season is very important. It's not like that any crop can be grown at any time. There is a particular time. And one more crop which I would like to tell you. You can see June to September and October to March. Now April, May and June also. If we can include, one more type of crop is grown during this, that is Zaid crop, right? Which is not the part of this. In between these crops, Zaid crops can be grown in between Kharif and Rabi crops, right? If I want to grow wheat in rainy season, no, it is not possible. Why? Because wheat cannot survive in the huge quantity of water, because during the rainy season there will be a lot of water present and then it will not be able to survive, right? So this is about the crops. So crops are, it's very clear to all, crops are the same kind of plants grown on a large scale in the same field. There are 5 types of crops: cereal crops, pulses, oilseeds, vegetables and fruits. Now on the growing pattern, if I talk about that, the crops can be grown according to the seasons. On the basis of the seasons, we can divide these crops into 2 categories majorly: Kharif and Rabi crops. Kharif crops are grown in the rainy season, that remains from June to September, and then Rabi crops, winter season, that remains from October to March, right? Okay. Now, getting these crops is not an easy task. It's not an easy task. There are basic practices are required for the crop production. So what are these basic practices required for crop production. Basic practices, right? It's not an easy task. So what are these basic practices? The first one is preparation of soil. These all basic practices we will discuss in this chapter one by one, right? Preparation of soil. Then we have sowing. In this step, we will study that how the soil is prepared before growing. You might have seen the farmers are using the tractors and the different kinds of agricultural implements to prepare the soil for growth. Then after this, we know that we have to add manure and fertilizers in the crops, right? To protect them for their healthy growth, we have to add manure and fertilizers. We will discuss that what are manures, what are fertilizers, how they are useful, and which out of them, manure and fertilizer, which is more useful and which is not so useful, right? Then after this, irrigation. In irrigation, we will study the different methods of irrigation. What were the ancient methods? What are the modern methods of irrigation we are using? Then, very important, removal of weeds. Weeds are the unwanted plants which can grow on their own in the fields that have to be removed, because we know that they will fight with the crop fields, the plants, to get the nutrients from the soil. So they have to be removed. Then at last, harvesting. When the crop is ready, full time we have given, we have taken care for that duration, then harvesting, right? After harvesting, the last step is storage. That is storage. That how we have to store. We are having the silos, we are having the granaries. So dear children, in this chapter we are going to study all these steps of the basic practices which are required for the crop production. Apart from this, one method is also used, that is crop rotation. We know that if we are growing same kind of crop in the field, it will use all the type of nutrients which are required for it. If we are keep on growing the same crop again and again, so what will happen? That particular kind of nutrients will be finished. So to maintain the balance of the nutrients, we use the crop rotation. That crops are rotated. One crop is grown, then in the next season another crop can be grown, so that the other nutrients can also be used, right? So in these practices, we need some important type of implements which are required, like for sowing, for adding manure, preparation of soil. So these are called agricultural implements. Agricultural implements which are required for the proper formation of the agricultural practices, right? So this is all about today. In the next lecture we will study about preparation of soil, that how the steps are followed. Thank you.